How's everybody doing today? My name is Braden and this is Vogel's Watching Movies. This is going to be my March movie pickups, and this is the first time I've done a monthly movie pickup haul. So I'm kind of excited to do this. This was actually a very busy month for me in terms of picking up movies. I have about 24 movies here to show you from eBay, some from Half Price Books nearby, some from another local movie store, and then one title from Amazon. So yeah, let's just get into this. We're going to start with some of my pickups earlier this month, and it's actually 10 days before March ends, but I don't really anticipate myself going out and buying anything new before April. So we're going to start with Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown. Got this from eBay. I still haven't seen this, but I really wanted to complete my Quentin Tarantino collection, so I'm excited to check this one out. Next is one I just recently watched, From Dusk Till Dawn. This isn't directed by Quentin Tarantino. It's a Robert Rodriguez film, but Quentin Tarantino is in it, and he plays a very creepy character in this one. But I loved George Clooney's character, so yeah, really recommend this one if you haven't seen it. And then next, we have Midnight Run, starring Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin. This is one I've actually seen. I saw it on Netflix not too long ago, and I really liked it. Robert De Niro plays a bounty hunter, kind of going after Charles Grodin, who is a sensitive criminal, as it says down here in the corner of the movie. But yeah, you get really great performances in this movie. Cho Pantoliano is really funny in this as well, and highly recommend this one if you haven't seen it. Between Midnight Run, From Dusk Till Dawn, and Jackie Brown, I found this was on eBay. It was like buy two, get one free, so I felt like that was a pretty good deal. As to go with these next three, it was a buy two, get one free kind of deal. So this was a surprise. I bought Parasite, and on eBay it showed it was a Blu-ray title, but then when I opened my package, it was a 4K title. So I was very happy about that. This only cost me like $7 or $8, and I got it in 4K. I watched this actually with my dad, and it was really funny because like halfway through he just kind of got tired of the subtitles, but I stayed through the whole movie and enjoyed it, and I can't wait to revisit it. Then these next two are actually DVD upgrades. So you have Pineapple Express with Seth Rogen and James Franco. This is a movie I've always found hilarious. Going back to my high school days, I really like James Franco in this film. He's a good time. So upgraded that one from DVD. And also We're the Millers, which is an underrated comedy with Jennifer Aniston and Jason Sudeikis. I am just a big Jason Sudeikis fan. I've been really into Ted Lasso lately, so this is a comedy. This is like a bottom-of-the-barrel comedy, one that, you know, I can just throw on in the background and have a good time with, but not something that I'm going to revisit all too often. But I just really like Jason Sudeikis. So those were three more from eBay, and then we have three more from eBay. Actually, four more technically, but I'll get into that. We have Shaun of the Dead, which I've seen parts of this movie growing up. I don't think I've ever seen it in full, but it's a comedy zombie film, and I'm excited to check it out again. And then we actually have some DVDs. So that was a part of a buy three, get one free deal, and that was the only Blu-ray I got in this deal. But I did pick up a childhood classic in Like Mike, starring Lil Bow Wow. This was just a childhood favorite, and I don't think there's a Blu-ray release of this movie, but I'm not as big of an NBA fan as I once was, but I still remember having fun with this one. And shout out to Jesse, whoever previously owned this DVD, but excited to give that one a watch again. And then for those of you that don't know, I'm a really big Scooby-Doo fan. Scooby-Doo is my favorite cartoon, and I'm trying to collect as much Scooby-Doo movies that I feel like I would be interested in. So I added Scooby-Doo Meets Batman, which I believe has two shorts on here. It's not one full film. You get like two short films. So yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this, but how can you go wrong with Scooby-Doo and Batman? I'm excited to check that one out. And then actually the third DVD I got in that eBay haul was Scooby-Doo, Where's My Mummy? But then I realized there was a DVD of Scooby-Doo with Scooby-Doo Monster Movie Collections that features 8 films, and actually one of them is Scooby-Doo Where's My Mummy? So I actually traded in the other DVD that I got off eBay, and this one comes with Legend of the Vampire, Where's My Mummy, Curse of the 13th Ghost, Frank and Creepy, The Loch Ness Monster, The Witch's Ghost, Music of the Vampire, and Moon Monster Madness. So I'd actually already owned Moon Monster Madness, and then obviously Where's My Mummy, and also Witch's Ghost. So having it all in one case is kind of a space saver on my shelf. And I've been working my way through some Scooby-Doo films. I'm trying to maybe possibly rank all of them. And I'm definitely learning about which ones aren't as good as, your more popular ones. But yeah, always love Scooby-Doo. So then these next 6 I got from a Half Price Books. I kind of just stopped in there one day and just to see what they had. And I actually found a lot of good titles. This was an upgrade. I upgraded the first half of the It remake to 4K. I really enjoyed this one. I know a lot of people have issues with the second half, and the more you watch it, the more you can kind of nitpick at things. But I really enjoyed the first half of this one, and I'm happy to have it on 4K now. A movie I've not seen is Moonlight, which was a Best Picture winner for the Academy Award. And then I'm excited to see this because it looks like it's going to be a very beautifully shot movie, and I'm sure it's well acted. I've heard nothing but good things, so I can't wait to check it out. It's also a A24 film. So now this one is probably the find of this entire haul. Honestly, it is The Little Rascals on Blu-ray. Kind of going through these pickups, I'm realizing how much of a kid I still am. But Little Rascals was one of my favorite movies growing up. I literally own 2 VHSs from my childhood. One is Little Rascals, the other is, oddly enough, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. So now I own both of those on Blu-ray. But I'd never seen this anywhere. And I saw it at Half Price Books, and I was like, let's freaking go. I was excited. So not sure how often I'll revisit, but that one carries a lot of memories with it. Also from Half Price Books is one I checked out last night, and that is The Invisible Man, starring Elizabeth Moss. I kind of really put off watching this movie for a long time. I know it was on HBO Max for a while, because I don't know, I'm not a real big fan of Elizabeth Moss for some reason. But I found this one for like $5.99 at Half Price Books, so I was like, that's the lowest price I've seen it for, so let's check it out. And I watched it last night not really knowing what to expect, and it was genuinely creepy at some points of the movie. Kind of just, not being able to see this, Invisible Man and, the things that he could do and all this kind of stuff. And then it obviously went into different directions as the movie progressed, but I didn't mind it. I thought Lee Winnell directed this, and I enjoyed it. So I think that was one I was a little I didn't really know what to think right after I finished it, but now that I've sat with it for a little bit, I appreciate it for what it is. Then we have the remake for the Suicide Squad, which came out last year, 2021. A massive upgrade over the previous one from like 2016. I saw this one on HBO Max and absolutely loved it. I would have probably preferred to have it on 4K. James Gunn does a great job in directing this film. But I found it for like $10 at Half Price Books, and I really just wanted it in my collection. So I'm excited to rewatch that one. And then adding a Christmas movie to my Christmas movie collection, which I felt like was pretty grown out. I didn't know if I'd ever add another Christmas film. But I found Bad Santa, starring Billy Bob Thornton, and I've always seen bits and pieces of this movie, and Billy Bob Thornton's hilarious in it, so I figured it was like $5, and I was just excited to pick it up. I'm always looking for new stuff to watch around the holidays, so excited to check out Bad Santa. Those were Half Price Books pickups, and then this next one I actually got off of eBay. And what I've been doing on eBay lately is just going to, looking up movies that I'm interested in. And if I can offer the person a price that I feel is worth the movie, then I'll do it. And sometimes they accept it, sometimes they don't. And so, As Above, So Below was actually an upgrade. My girlfriend and I just watched the DVD I owned probably a few weeks ago. And actually, this Blu-ray on eBay, it said, there was no DVD included, which was fine because I would just add my DVD to this Blu-ray edition. So I'm happy to finally have this upgraded. It's a very underrated found footage horror film, and if you haven't seen it, it's pretty creepy. It's very claustrophobic as well, a claustrophobic horror film. And then we're going to go into my V-Stock pickups, which V-Stock had a sale. It was like buy 2 used movies, get 1 free. And so I was kind of trying to not buy movies for a little bit because I'm going on vacation in a couple of weeks. Just trying to save up on money, but then I saw that deal and I'm like, all right, let's just go stop by, see what they have. Get a drink real quick. And I actually found 6 titles. 7 titles. Yeah. Wait, where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only picked up 5 actually, so that's not bad. We got No Country for Old Men, a movie I have not seen, but I've heard great things about. It's a Coen Brothers film starring Tommy Lee Jones, Javier Bardem, and Josh Brolin, a loaded cast. I've heard great things about this, and I'm excited to check this one out. That's probably one I'm going to watch soon. Then we have John Carpenter's Escape from New York, starring Kurt Russell. And I've never seen this. I owned Escape from, the sequel? I think Los Angeles or something like that. I owned that one on DVD and traded it in just because I wanted to watch this one first. Didn't hear the greatest things about the sequel. But I've loved John Carpenter, heard great things about this movie, and I'm excited to check it out. It is a Scream Factory release, so it has the interchangeable movie covers. So we went with the one with the head of the Statue of Liberty on the front. So also excited to check that one out. Then this was a blind buy, and I usually don't do that many blind buys, especially for a new price. This was not one of the used films, but this is Steve Martin, An L.A. Story. It would have actually been cheaper to get this on Amazon, but I just decided since I saw it in person, I wanted to pick it up. I absolutely love Steve Martin. As you can see, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I'm excited to check out one of his earlier films from the 1990s, I think. And yeah, also has Sarah Jessica Parker in it, so we'll see how that one goes. Definitely excited to watch it, though. Then we have a horror film that would have gone well with Valentine's Day that just happened, but I asked my girlfriend if she'd ever seen it, and she hadn't. And I came across My Bloody Valentine, the 3D version, but it also comes with the 2D version because I don't have a 3D television. But it did come with glasses, which I think I just actually ended up throwing away. But this is a reboot, a remake. I haven't seen the original, but I do remember seeing parts of this from high school and enjoying it enough. My girlfriend and I actually revisited it, and I couldn't remember how it ended. So I had my own feelings about how the film ended, but I liked the killer in this film. I liked the kills, and it's just a schlocky, slasher film to throw on when you're in the mood. So recommend this one if you haven't seen it. I wouldn't go out, desperately looking for it, but if you happen to find it for a good enough price, pick it up. Awesome throwback, I guess, from my high school days. So I think we have 3 titles left. We have one more from V-Stock. And this was one I'd been wanting to find for a while. I think I'd seen it last time I was there, but it's a double pack of Saturday Night Fever and Grease. Mostly picked this one up for Grease because my parents always had this movie on when I was a kid. And it's one of the best soundtracks, I think, especially for a musical. I've always listened to the soundtrack, and just haven't seen the movie in a long time, so I've just been wanting to revisit it. And we actually just watched it like 2 days ago. And while the movie does not hold up, as long, or I don't think the movie's probably ever held up. You know, you have like 30-year-olds trying to play high school students, and it's just really silly in that regard. But like John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John are incredible as the leads in this, and even the movies, or like the condition of this movie is in kind of weird shape. The front of it has a bunch of dents. It looks like somebody used it for a like BB gun target practice, and then the discs in there, somebody wrote "mom" on the discs. So it's kind of the risky run when you buy used movies, but at least finding this, I'll be able to check out Saturday Night Fever, which I've never seen. But yeah, excited to add that one to the collection. And this next one is the only movie I picked up off of Amazon. I actually pre-ordered another movie, which hasn't come yet, but I'll probably have that one for my April movie haul pickup. But this is one of my girlfriend and I's favorite horror comedies, and it's Tucker and Dale versus Evil. This is one I've been on the hunt for a while, and I've just never been able to find out in the wild. And you know, we were watching it. I think we rented it on Amazon the other night. I ended up falling asleep just because it was a long day. And you know, I told her, or my girlfriend was like, "You need to add that one to your collection." I was just like, "If I can find it for a good price," and she's just like, "You know, that's one you can go pay full price for on Amazon." So that's what I ended up doing. Not something I usually do, but for a movie that I know we'll revisit, I thought it was worth it. It's hilarious. You get Tyler Labine, and Alan Tudyk in that movie. They're hilarious together. And then the last movie I picked up for the month of March is another kind of classic high school horror movie that I watched a lot on DVD growing up. It came out in 2010, and that was Frozen, which is a movie about three friends who get caught up on a ski lift when a blizzard hits, and you know they have to fight to survive. So this was one of those where I just went and offered somebody, I think like $5, and there's like $3 shipping, so I got it for like $8. And this is another one I've been looking for a while. So my ever-growing collection of horror movies gets one of my childhood favorites. So like I said, 24 titles. I'm really happy with all of them, honestly. I feel like it was a really productive month. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching this and you have a video idea, leave it in the comments. I'm always looking for suggestions. If you've seen any of these movies, or if you have your own opinions on them, then talk about those in the comments as well. But I really appreciate you checking out my video. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. I think I just told you to comment like 3 times, so you're probably not going to comment now. But anyways, have a good day, guys. Thanks. Bye.